As you know, I'm moving that fence from the end here. I'm going to put up a hoop house. It's going to come all the way over here, 30 feet, where I'm standing now. So all this stuff has to be moved. Not sure where I'm going to put it yet. It's got to be moved someplace. Of course, I'll use the backhoe. Have to cut the fencing. Roll it back. Need new posts. Right along the line of sight here that you see, I have to put some 6x6 posts in the ground to hold the solar panels.
Well, if you want to lean it up against the bucket, and I could stand behind it, and then we could start putting stuff in from behind. If you want, you have the pole in, and then lean it up against the bucket, we could straighten it out, push it. That's my theory.
These holes will be for fence posts, they're shorter. So these 6x6 here, they're heavy. We have two of them. One in that hole, one in that hole. I'm gonna have to stand them up, balance them while we put cement around the bottom and some dirt.
I can do this. One hand.
You put that in one hand?
Yeah. Think I am a little weakly? Here comes the little post. Now don't trip on that hose. Guess you need some filling up, eh? Maybe put it on top of that rock. Do you want me to hold that other post up? So you can measure from
Rough.
the end of the thing?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
that's not right in there.
So remember that it's only 10 feet. Our flooring mat stuff is 12 feet. So we might have to notch it at the post.
You want 10 feet or 11 feet from post to post?
Over 10 because it'll be too tight at 10. Eh?
Okay.
Maybe 11 or 10 and a half.
He gets all the easy jobs. big bowl. Close, I guess. Oh boy. Right about there. Boy, this is the most rockiest territory we've ever worked in. All rocks. When we were in Sault Ste. Marie, it was all clay. We're at Algonquin, was all mud. Can't win. Let's see what it's doing here. Let's see what it's doing. What's it doing? Okay.
Well, the 6-foot posts are in the ground. There's one bag of cement at the bottom of each. The ground has been watered in around the bottom. If I move the post, it probably wiggle, but when it dries, it'll be okay. They're level. Ground's pretty shook up. Needs some tender love and care leveling. I'll do that with the bobcat. Between that post and that post is about 10.5 feet. So that'll allow for the hoop house to go in between the two. Again, these are 6x6. They're in the ground a bit deeper. The 12-foot long posts, probably in the ground 3 feet. Cement at the bottom, one bag. I gotta again do some leveling, get rid of the bigger rocks. This is gonna eventually hold my solar panels. But for now, I just want to get that hoop house up. Off the leveling I go.
Alright, tore off that bed. Nice little level. This is where the 30-foot hoop house starts between these two poles, two blank poles. And it goes 30 feet that way, so I'm standing about 8 feet from the pole. So it goes pretty all the way to the end of that first. Those two posts, the big posts that we put up yesterday, are for solar panels. Okay, so that's that. Little bit of a bird sanctuary back here. I just love it here. I come back every year, every year. Lots of frogs in there. Sometimes some ducks. has to take a break, get off his feet, but he never stops working, so now he's cutting the grass. Cutting the grass, sitting on his ass. But at least something's getting done. Good technique there, Glenn. Boy, if those flowers that I just transplanted grow as good as those dandelions, I'd have a beautiful deck. Rhubarb is ready for a second pull. I'm waiting for Lori to come and get them. Hopefully she does today. Bye.
I'm going to give it a quick packing. A little packer. First I'm going to spray it. Keep the dust down. The area where the tarp's going and the hoop tent's going is all flattened out with the packer. Still needs some work around the posts in the back. It's okay for now. Not doing that right away. Can always let the rain fill them in and put some dirt there in the future. But the main area where the hoop tent's going is flat. So, see that? Very, very windy today. It was hard to lay this tarp down because of the wind blowing all over the place. But this tarp is 12.5 feet wide. Sure doesn't look like it, but it is. And it's maybe 35, 36 feet long right now. It came on a 50-foot roll and I cut off. Got brick stuff holding it down. Hopefully it withstands the wind. So on top of this, I'm going to assemble the hoop house. That's my next step. You can hear fire trucks off in the distance. Hopefully no bad fires in this wind. Well, I've read over the instructions quite a bit. I think I get it. All the tubes are laid out, approximately. Find out more as we go. And we're taking a break because of pouring rain all of a sudden. Well, Sharon and I managed to get all these stupid bars and screws and nuts all put together. There's no extras,
Not even a, not pretty
Not
cheap.
one. Exactly the right amount. Like these ones here, we put in longer ones, but we had to take them back out and put in shorter ones, because otherwise we wouldn't have enough longer ones. Oh, and the same ones as these, make sure you put the shorter ones in, because you're going to need them. You're going to need the long ones. It's all together now. I know it's really crooked. You can see down the line of the pipe there. Really crooked. But we'll get to that after. We're just happy to have it all bolted together. The wind's been crazy today. So now it's all there. Put together, bolted together. A bit of other work we got to do before we put that tarp on, and we don't really want to put the tarp on in this wind. That'd be insane.
Well, we could go buy 2x4s. Because we know we need 4, 8, 10 2x4s.
And we've talked, we're gonna put dry porous cement on the bottom after we get the tarp on. But Sharon had an idea, why don't we look at the price of patio stone on the bottom? We might just find that's better for us. I don't think it matters. We can square it up and line it up, put the 2x4s in the bottom before we put patio stones.
Oh yeah, we need to put the 2x4s and make it square.
And we can put the canvas on before too, so we can at least work in the dryness if it rains on us.
We gotta get a load of sand for leveling.
Apologize for the wind noise. I don't have a proper wind sock on. I have sand now piled. I gotta rake it, level it out. Create a base for my pavers. Well, not pavers, sorry. For my patio stones. We only have half enough here. We have 90. Because only half our order came in. We went this morning and we argued with them about it. Anyway, that'll be fixed up. So that's the next step. I don't know if you can see that yellow line. That's gonna be my line for lining up this side. Trees about 8 feet high, 10 feet high. Beautiful, their fragrance. A little bit of a break while the hail comes down.
We'll take a break. That's too many stones carrying back and forth.
One more for this section.
Looking good. Looking good. slow, hard work, tedious adventure. After that, we have to put sand on top of it and pack it. We've had 3 pallets of those. All of those stones, the Mr. Glen carried one by one and laid them down.
Good arm exercise.
You should have those muscles, just should be flexed real quick. See those pecs?
That's it, I'm taking a break now. That's all we got left.
I missed the pecs. Show me those pecs.
Can't, my sleeves won't roll up.
Yeah. And this is how much is left. 1, 2, 3, 4 more rows of 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 more rows of 8. 32 more bricks to lay. And you will be done.
Yay! I'm done carrying and laying those patio pavers. 184 of them. Each one is 41 pounds. And now they're all laid down here. It's a lot of pavers. So next step, oh, I'm just so happy about this because now I'm going to go in and rest my back. Yay! Then the next step is to pack them down with the packer. Hopefully they get more level than they are right now. Just a few ups and downs. Oh, I'm just happy they're in place. That's the next step. So, there's the packer. Not sure how it's going to work. I'm going to find out. Hopefully it doesn't shatter all the paving stones. Have sand swept onto the patio stones now. Then I'll go over it with the packer again to make the sand shift into the cracks. It's all been packed once, but I have to put that sand down there and keep them from shifting around. Still packing, still sweeping sand into the cracks. It just disappears in there. Had to take a break yesterday because it rained. I think the sand is dry enough to sweep now again. Looks like she's in prison, hey? Behind the fence, have to sweep.
Yeah, I even got the striped jumpsuit on.
Yeah. And 2 sweepings like that, 2 packings. This is the 3rd sweep, and then I'll do another pack. I might just leave it after that. We'll see. Because I want to get cover on this one. Packing's done. It's set on the concrete now, so it's not quite as bad as the sag in the middle. There's still a little, but I don't care. It's as good as it's going to be for this hoop house. But it's going to do fine. And the main thing was I didn't want weeds. Well, my wife didn't want weeds either to grow up out of the bottom. Because we have real good crops of weeds around here. So now I just have to start fastening it down to the stones. Pavers. Speaking of weeds, this is my corn bed. I don't know if you remember it from a couple of weeks ago. There is corn in there. Well, the plant anyway. But there's a heck of a lot of weeds. I hate weeds. So after I get some time again, I'm going to have to weed this bed. That's disgusting. Tomatoes are looking pretty good. They're all nice and green, no brown. They're in our little tomato roof. They're under the tomato roof, so the rain doesn't get them directly, because they get a lot of rain and they don't like a lot of water. Seem to be doing good. I've screwed down, clamped down the bottom row of pipe with Tapcon screws drilled right through the bricks. It's one every 4 or 5 feet. Probably overdoing it, but I wanted to keep it nice and straight. It's pretty long, 30 feet. So this will help keep it lined up. Anyway. For now though, if I can start the boat now. Sharon's putting sand on the base by hand. Stupid little bobcat will start. Good job, Sharon.
There, I open all the windows, get some air flowing so you can do some work in there. But other than that, it was like a stifling sauna.
Well, folks, we've completed Well, folks, we've completed our hoop house, our Vevor. It's 30-foot long hoop house. And it's done for now. I'm going to make this video go up so you can see our hoop house. There's some things I want to do.
And the next one?
I have to tighten all the little nuts inside. And I don't like it because the tubing's thin. And so if I tighten them enough, the nuts aren't going to come loose, so the tubing gets squished. So I'm going to go to Canadian Tire and buy some Permatext, I think they call it, whatever it is. It locks the threads. And I'm just going to put a dab on that on all of them. Because we get a lot of wind here. And I'm afraid that's going to shake the nuts loose. So that's one of the next steps, is to tighten them all up, just finger tight with some of this thread lock. So folks,
next video will be,
yeah.
Yes.
So folks, thanks for watching this far. And the next video you see, we'll be putting together some raised garden beds. You know, 2 12-foot long, 2-foot wide, 2-foot high raised garden beds. Beautiful beds. At least they look like it in the pictures. Till next time.